Coach, was that the kind of bounce back you were looking for after Saturday night?
You know, I thought our guys did everything right leading into this game. You know, we came back, and I thought they really very seriously took a look at the game after Saturday night and understood the mistakes that we made. And we came out yesterday and had as good a practice as we've had in probably 3 weeks. And we came out tonight, I thought defensively we were very good, and we had some shots that we didn't make. You know, we had some looks at it, but again, I've got a lot of respect for Vanderbilt and the fact that they've had to really, once the season got started, had to really rebuild themselves after Darius Garland went down. And I think Bryce has done a terrific job keeping his guys, and they play hard. You know, that's one thing when you had the kind of year they've had and this team keeps competing, you've got to admire that. And they've been in more games than people might think. I mean, they've had a chance to win games, and could have won this one as well tonight. But the fact is, defensively, I thought we were really good. And, you know, if you look at our shooting, you know, again, who was it? Jordan Bowden and Lamonte didn't have great shooting nights. But again, that's part of the game. But our defense was pretty solid.
Rick, Grant obviously didn't have 43 tonight, but, you know, he still had a double-double, was able to get 11 rebounds. How do you feel he controlled the pace?
I thought Grant did well. You know, we knew going in they would double. You know, we actually, because up there they doubled, you know, different guys, and they took it off and, you know, tried to keep you off balance with it. They did some of the same things tonight, and we kicked out. And I thought tonight actually a couple times we overpassed the ball, which that was one thing we didn't do Saturday night, and so we were caught somewhere in between, and we actually did a good job to start the game, not giving up offensive rebounds, and then they came away with some. But overall, our defense was good. And Grant, again, a night like that, 14-11, we would take that from him every night.
Jonathan, Mike, and Grant.
Rick, do you attribute, I mean, the offensive problems tonight, do you think any of that was a carryover from Kentucky? I mean, you not only lost a big game, but you fell out of #1 where you've been for 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Do you put any stock in that being a factor?
No, you know what? I don't know if, again, if I would have thought the guys hadn't done what they did the last 2 days, I could. But again, they did the right things. They came in. They went at each other hard. Competed yesterday, very, very hard. You know, sometimes you go through some shooting woes with it, and I think, but I don't think the shooting part had anything to do with it. I just thought we were tentative because some of the things that we wanted to correct, we overdid it tonight. You know, making the extra pass and doing some things, and you can't hesitate. You really can. And then we had to lead up there, and then we had, in the first half, we had 3 really bad possessions where we had 3 straight turnovers, and that's going to hurt you at any point in time. But again, I don't think so with the way that their last 2 days, the way they approached it. I thought Jordan Bone had one of the great quotes. I've been around a guy after the first question I asked him Sunday afternoon was, you know, how do you guys feel? And Jordan Bone said, you know, I'm excited to get to practice and know that we can get better, and we have to get better. And when we did go on the floor yesterday, they went at it. And so I was pleased with that. And you go into games, you never know how you're going to shoot the ball. You want to shoot it well. But as long as we stay with the scout report, and we weren't perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but overall we defended pretty well.
Rick, you talked yesterday about Kyle and needing more from him, but kind of another low-minute, low-scoring, low-rebound night. What's it going to take to get him back where he was early?
I thought he actually, his demeanor and everything was good. I do, and he was terrific in practice yesterday, and he's got to do that. I thought Fulke was very good. I thought everybody that went in was good. I really do. We just, when you're not making shots like that, and the minutes probably would have been different, but, you know, you try to get your best offensive team out there, and I hope that we can get it going on the offensive end and get some rhythm, and otherwise those guys probably would have played more minutes.
Did you see that?
That's a good catch.
At what point do shooting woes become a concern?
Again, one thing I can tell you, you can't coach making shots. I can tell you that. You can't coach that. All you can do is encourage guys to do what they practice and believe in it and do it. And you have to believe. You got to believe in their work ethic and the fact that they got to keep shooting it. You know, you can't make the next one if you don't shoot it. And as long as they shoot it and stay within the rhythm of our offense, you know, we'll be fine.
Fewest amount of points that Tennessee has scored in a win since you've been here. Overall, how frustrating was tonight's offensive performance?
Well, again, you know, it wasn't like we weren't executing. We had some looks at it. You know, we did, and again, we missed shots. And there's not much else I can say. Again, I didn't think there was a lot of rush shots like I also thought that we were trying to make the extra pass and actually turned down a couple we should have taken. But, you know, it's this time of year, the real dog days, and you just got to get a win. You got to find a way to win. That's the bottom line.
You said yesterday you wanted to see more from Kyle, at least statistically, judging from the book. He didn't have to do much. Anything you saw in him?
Yeah, I don't think what he did will show up on the stat sheet, but I thought his demeanor and his aggressiveness was really good. And again, if he'll keep doing that, he's going to be fine.
Coach, I think in the second half at one point, Grant went about 9 minutes without a field goal attempt. When you're not shooting it well from the perimeter, is there times you would like to see him be more assertive in terms of scoring the ball, going to the rim? I know you called a timeout. I think you went to him 3 straight times on a set play. Do you need him to be more assertive when the ball's not going in from the perimeter?
I think what he has to do more than anything is fight for the right space on the floor. You know, he keeps allowing himself to get double teamed away from the basket below the block, and he likes to spin. You can't catch the ball below the block and think you're going to spin, especially with a double team coming at you. And but you know what we wanted to do is how we started the game. We wanted to come down, hit the elbow, put the ball in there, and we finally did that in the second half. Three straight times, I think, and that was what we said at halftime. You know, we started the game like that, but we didn't do it anymore, and we should do that until somebody takes it away from us.
Rick, did anything about this team's demeanor in the past 2 days? I know you said you were mostly pleased with it. What were you expecting from these guys? Because I know these guys have been through fights and all that, but when you hadn't lost a game in 3 months, I mean, you never know how they're going to react, I guess.
You know what? I expect them to do what they did. You know, like I had told them for the last 2 weeks, I didn't think that we had improved the way we needed to, and that sooner or later, if we didn't do it, we're going to lose. And we did, and we got beat every way you could be beaten. And they know that they weren't happy with their performance, and that's why I think they responded the way they did yesterday when we went on the floor. I mean, it was a very physical, hard-nosed practice yesterday, and again tonight. I mean, you know, guys that you're counting on to score. You know, let's see, what Bowden's 1 for 6, 4 points, and I don't know what's he averaging. I don't know what it is, but 2 games in a row, and then Lamonte was 4 for 12, and they had good looks at it. I thought twice. Both of those guys each took 1 shot they shouldn't have shot, and but other than that, their shots were pretty good shots.
In the back here, Coach. Right back here. Coach Drew mentioned he said he thought that those were 2 tired teams out there. 1, do you agree with that? And 2, how much of a difference is it with the quick turnaround from Saturday to Tuesday versus when you play on a Wednesday this late in the year?
It's different, and again, it's not just Saturday. We played Wednesday, Saturday, Tuesday, right? So that means we're playing, 3 games in, 6 days. And I think it's February, and so, yeah, it is a difference. That's where the schedule, that's why you have to just grind your way through it. And tonight, again, it's one of those games that very seldom happens, but it did, where the first timeout came at 14-minute mark. I mean, the teams played forever, and I think we started the second half like that, where there wasn't fouls. It just kept running time. I know the first half went a long time, and I think the first 6 minutes, if I remember right, I don't think they subbed. We were able to get some sub in there around the 17-minute mark, I think, and that's what we wanted to do. We wanted, because the other night we didn't think we did that enough, yeah, I would say that this time of year you could throw being tired, and a Wednesday, Saturday, Tuesday is a grind. It is.
Thank you, Coach.
All right. Hey, how about our boy Tom tonight? How about this night? He broke out the what's that knot called again? Yeah. Can we ask Tom a question? Tom, what do you think about tonight?
That was wonderful.
Yeah. Thank you guys.